Forgotten, but not gone. Muri has knowledge of an intriguing opportunity.
Raid, have you any interest in history? If so, I would share with you an opportunity to study the ways of the ancients. A curiously refined and well-read marauder visited the guild the other day in hopes he might meet an arcanist of an exceptional skill. He claims that the assistance of one such individual would be invaluable for the success of his archaeological research. I say claims because despite his eloquence, the thought of a marauder with academic ambitions still strikes me as odd. You are, of course, free to formulate your own opinions. His name is Alka Zolka, and he can be found in the Marauders Guild should your curiosity overwhelm you.
Thank you for setting aside your preconceptions, Raid. I am acutely aware how unusual it is for a marauder to conduct research, as it were. However, you shall soon understand I am not at all like my more muscular brethren. Rather than rushly blind into an enemy's maw, I formulate and execute stratagems to great effect. My archaeological pursuits are but an extension of this practice. For at present, I am researching the military tactics of ancient Nim. 'Twould not surprise me if you are unfamiliar with Nim. The civilization flourished some 15-odd centuries ago, during the 5th Astral Era. The Nims lived during a age of wonders, where the magical arts flourished, but magics can be wielded for weal or for woe, and this period of peace eventually gave way to the Great War of the Magi. The nations of that bygone era brought earth-shattering magics to bear against one another, yet Nim, with only a handful of mages to support its army of mariners, repulsed would-be invaders time and time again. Precisely how a military force of this composition could defy its stronger neighbors is a mystery which has long puzzled military historians. By translating extant Nimian tablets which I have recently purchased, I mean to solve the riddle at long last. As my knowledge of academia is curious at best, I require an experienced arcanist to assist me with my analysis of any text pertaining to the magical arts. Will you be that arcanist, Raid?
Sure.
There is, however, a complication. The Nimian tablets and other assorted relics, for which I paid an exceedingly large amount of money, were stolen en route to Limsa Laminsa. The information inscribed on those tablets could be of untold significance. I will not allow thieves to sell it to some rich old Don collector for a pittance. Pray accompany me to the Raincatcher Gully docks and help me reclaim my relics. I have a strong reason to believe the perpetrators can be found there. As I expected, they are not more than broken men who have seized the docks and taken to robbing every passing ship. Come, let us put an end to their banditry and take back what is ours. Have at thee, knaves!
Do you see any others? No? Excellent. Now help me search for the tablets. Yes! Yes! This is it! A treatise on Nemean military tactics, just as I had hoped. Hello there. Mayhap the tablet could explain this? Scholars? Familiars? Fairies? The sunlight of Eos doth soothe and shield. The moonlight of Selene doth silence and strengthen. Raid. By the 12! Have you any idea what this means? We have rediscovered the long-lost magical arts of Nemean scholars! Fairies! Honest to God's fairies! Well, now I have seen everything. Anyway, I shall return to the guild and begin translating the tablet. I cannot wait to see what other secrets it contains. Excellent timing, Raid. I have just finished transcribing a section which will doubtless be of interest to you. According to the tablet, the crystal from which the fairy sprung forth is called the Soul of the Scholar, and contains the wisdom of those long-dead Nemean mages. With it, you can call upon the fairy as you did before and bind her to your will. As I said before, I have little knowledge of academia, so unless you have some objections, I'd like to entrust the crystal to you. Oh, and you needn't recompense me. Simply knowing that the lost arts are being preserved is enough. I shall devote my energies to deciphering the remaining text. Should I discover anything new, I promise that you'll be the first to know.
The fairy is awoken by the soul of the scholar. The last remnants. Alka Zolka wishes to share with you his most recent discoveries.
Ah, Raid, I was hoping you might come along. Deciphering the treatise has proven more difficult than I anticipated, but I have nonetheless made progress. It contains a wealth of military knowledge, much of which details the role of scholars in Nemean units. Apparently, a single scholar could provide effective support for an entire party of marauders. They would employ their magics to heal the wounds and enhance the abilities of their allies. Moreover, they often served in leadership roles, as they were highly trained tacticians. But how swiftly the remembrance of all things is buried in the gulf of eternity. The treatise indicates that Nemean scholars wielded a far more diverse repertoire of spells than you currently possess. Precisely why you lack these spells, I cannot say. However, the fault may lie with your fairy. One could surmise that the knowledge contained within the soul of the scholar is essentially hers. Therefore, if she cannot remember the ancient magics, it would suggest that... A thought occurs to me. If it is indeed the case that the fairy, having been sealed for 1500 years, has yet to fully regain her senses, mayhap visiting a familiar location would hasten the process.
and I can think of no more familiar place than the city of Nem. Rather, what remains of it in Outer Nicaea. Wait, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yes, I do. I do want to go. Please allow me to go. Way, right? Very strange to remember. Wait. Maybe? Hopefully. Yeah, it's up above. Oh gee. How did I get up here? I don't know. It's crazy. The Forgotten Whispers of Nim have rekindled the fairy's memories, as I'm going to assume is what it said. I would have to pick a foggy day to do this, oh well. Welcome back, Raid. I gather the experiment met with success? Then this strongly suggests that each fairy is a distinct individual with her own thoughts, feelings, and memories. Well, I must redouble my efforts to translate the remaining text. At this rate, your discoveries threaten to overshadow mine. Not to bemoan your accomplishments, but I have yet to decipher any equally amazing stratagems. Soon enough, though. Soon enough. The fairy has imparted to you the knowledge of a new art. The consequences of anger. Alka looks pleased to see you.
How curious that you always come at the most opportune time, Raid. 'Tis divine providence, almost. Doubly so, since we have both been blessed with a chance to refine our respective arts. You see, in your absence, I have been studying a section of the Nemean treatise dealing with marauder fighting techniques. The fundamentals do not differ much from modern methods, but there are slight variations in footwork and grip, as well as the distinctions between the various ranges, and the attacks best employed when... forgive me, I lost sight of the more pertinent point. Nemean scholars and marauders fought side by side, yes? Well, now you and I have an opportunity to do the same. A Tomberry has been spotted in Bronze Lake, and the Marauders Guild has been asked to dispatch it. Since Tomberries dwell within the Wanderer's Palace, an ancient Nemean temple recently discovered in the wake of the calamity, there is a strong possibility that the creatures have resided there since before the fall of Nim. Do you follow my reasoning, Raid? These malevolent creatures may have overrun the temple and claimed it for their own at the height of Nemean civilization. They may have posed a major threat to the ancient people, even. If so, then surely facing one in battle would rekindle the memories of your fairy. Even if I am mistaken, the Tomberry poses a threat to the locals. Moreover, I would very much like to put my newly learned Nemean techniques to the test. So, we will rendezvous outside the Wanderer's Palace, yes? Well met, Raid. I had only just arrived myself. 'Twas in the vicinity that the Tomberry was last sighted. With luck, it will not have gone far. Look, atop the stairs! My son! My dear son! At long last, the Raker, it rises! It rises! It comes! I shall draw his ire, Raid. Lend me your support. The Tomberry summoned those abominations. doing? Move, damn you! My... Confound it all!
The encounter with the Tonberry has rekindled the fairy's memories.
What happened, Raid? I thought you could control her.
I apologize. I know you've only just begun to work with the fairy. Some disobedience is to be expected. Axemaster I never say this stupid rogue name. Wernzuin will be disappointed, but there's naught we can do. The Tonberry is long gone. Let's return to Limsa Lamensa. Raid, permit me to apologize a second time. Earlier, I was flustered and not myself. In the aftermath of the Tonberry's escape, I completely overlooked our accomplishments. We confirmed the viability of Nemean tactics, and proved that a scholar and a marauder working in tandem is a force to be reckoned with, would you not say? And correct me if I'm mistaken, but your fairy regained some of her memory, yes? With that in mind, I feel comfortable claiming that this was a worthwhile endeavor. However, do try to gain a greater mastery over your minion, Raid. I would hate for a repeat of that incident. In the image of the ancients, Alka Zolka has news which should be of great interest to you. Good to see you, Raid. I have made yet another discovery which pertains to you and your scholarly arts. I have come into possession of several ancient engravings, including some which show the traditional remnants of Nemean scholars. In fact, the extraordinary detail of these illustrations, coupled with the information gleaned from other sources, was sufficient to deduce their design. At present, it is impossible to say how historically accurate my designs are. That is why I propose we enlist the aid of Eorzea's permanent artisans, so that we might recreate these garments. Should they prove sufficiently authentic, I expect your fairy will gain more of her missing memories. In the hands of a preeminent weaver, say Master Redolent Rose of Sun-Soaked Tapestry, this information should be sufficient. But you cannot journey to Ul'dah until you've gathered the leaves of a direwort. My text explicitly mentioned that the plant's pigments are used to dye Nemean uniforms. Alas, direwort is much rarer than it was in the days of yore. It can only be found in fogfens now. Lest you think I mean to make you do all the work, worry not. While you scour Mordona for the plant, I will contact Master Rose and convince him to help, though I doubt it will require much effort. Foul stench fills your nostrils. I don't want to be bad breathed. Yes, I do.
I suppose you do have a rather scholarly air about you. I've been expecting you, Raid. Have you the leaves of Ad Alcazocus designs, then?
Let's see. Well learned and well dressed. The thesis written by Alcazoca on the proper habiliments of a scholar. Direwort leaves. The deep blue-green sap extracted from the tiny leaves of this fleshy plant was once used across Vilbrand to dye cloth.
Crafting remnants that have not been seen in 1,500 years. This is indeed a daunting challenge. But it is one I suspect I will enjoy a great deal, for rare is the day a weaver revives ancient fashion. I shall begin at once. You may observe if you like, but be aware it will be a lengthy process. It has been some time since I labored with such intensity. I adhered to Alcazocus designs as best I could, though there were certain aspects I felt compelled to change. His lack of familiarity with textiles and weaving led to what I can only assume are errors. You will note that I could only complete the culottes. This is because the other garments require skills which I do not possess. Mistress Serendipity and Jiva of the Goldsmiths and Leatherworkers Guilds, respectively, can provide the finishing touches to the remaining pieces. Ah, but you were unaware that I could not craft the full set myself, weren't you? Very well, I shall send word to them on your behalf, Raid. You will need only visit each guild and present them with my unfinished work. Cool. Alright, stuffs this way. This way. Probably should have used the Ethernet, but whatever. Whatever.
Greetings, Raid. Red said you'd be along shortly, so let's see that motorboard.
Incomplete scholar's garb. The finishing touches are all that await these fine pieces of scholarly raiments.
This shouldn't take long. Wait here a moment. Here it is, as promised. Amazing what a difference a mithril tassel can make, isn't it? Wear it with pride, Raid. Now off you go, and be sure to enjoy your time in Gridania. Ah, Raid, the man who would single-handedly revive the scholarly arts. Alright then, show me what you've got. Master Rose's work is marvelous, as to be expected. This will be a pleasure. There you go. One pair of fingerless buffalo leather gloves. Perfect for the scholar who prefers that his protection does not come at a cost of dexterity. Oh, the boots? Belly will see to those. He's an expert cordwainer, so you needn't worry about the quality. Besides, I've already spoiled you by making your gloves for free.
You're the scholar, yes? I've been instructed to assist you. If you'd please let me see Master Rose's work. The craftsmanship is amazing. I cannot wait to get started. Here you are, sir, made with the finest boar and buffalo leather, in accordance with Zolka's designs, which are very impressive, I must say. You must be dying to see the completed set. I know I would be, had I gone to such great lengths. You ought to surprise him by wearing the garments when you next meet him. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do the thing. Yep.
By the gods, I feel as though I've been transported backwards through time. You're the very image of Endymion scholars of Eld. Well, minus the gown, but still, never in my wildest dreams did I think it would turn out this well. Huh, I see you approve as well, little one. Suffice it to say, we can consider this a great success.
For your fellow man, Zolka wishes to propose another way you might rekindle your fairy's memories.
Ah, yes, I forgot to mention that while I was awaiting your return, I made considerable progress with the deciphering of my Nimian tablets. Much of what I have learned until now has pertained to the roles of scholars within the military. However, these latest texts offer insights into a scholar's activities during times of peace. As you can imagine, they were not the sort of let their restorative magics go to waste. One particularly stirring account describes their selfless efforts to combat the spread of a virulent plague, which at one point threatened to engulf all of Nim. Naturally, they did so with the aid of their fairies, which is why I believe that similar acts of charity may serve to further awaken your winged companion. If you are of the mind to test my theory, why not journey to Camp Bronze Lake? You'll find no shortage of the sick and wounded there. Rakusa Farusa would doubtless welcome your services were you to offer them. He presides over the Wormwine Sanatorium, so be sure to have a word with him if you decide to go.
I actually do wish to go. There we go.
Hello, and welcome to Bronze Link. If you desire treatment, Pardon? You wish to administer treatment? Are you even qualified to... Wait, you must be Raid, the scholar. We are happy to accept any assistance you can provide. I am told you possess magics which could cleanse the body of toxins, impurities, and maladies. At the present, we have 5 patients visiting the springs who could benefit from this care. Pray attend to these individuals and return to me when finished. Are you here to help me? I don't know what's wrong. I just can't. My lungs. I can breathe again. Bless you, sir. Bless you.
Try taking a wound sometime, lad. Sure hurts like hell at first, but then you get to drink away the pain. Huh? What the? Why'd you have to go and do that? Oh, bugger. Now they'll take my wine away. What's wrong with me? My wounds are closed, but it still feels so weak. What did you do? You took something from me. Something bad. I don't know what you did, but I'm glad you did it. Thank you.
What the frick? Hey! Beat it! That was weird. I guess I'm up here. I'll go to this one first.
Can't sleep. Can't sleep. Mama will eat me. Can't sleep. Mama will eat me. You set me free. I no longer feel his eyes upon me.
Corruption lingers.
My arm. Me arm ain't been the same since Cottonoo. Churgeon says the flesh is willing, but the spirit is weak. I say he's a superstitious git. What? What is this warmth? Did you do that? I thank you, whoever you are.
Very strange to remember.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. What you did for those patients was nothing short of miraculous. The commanding officers will be pleased to hear that they can return to active duty. You and Alka Zolka have my deepest thanks, Raid.
Treating invalids has rekindled the fairy's memories. Oh, yes, I do wish to go.
Ah, Raid. Rukuska Farusa tells me that your potent magic exceeded all expectation. Had a good time, did you? Aye, I thought you might. It warms my heart to see the two of you making such great strides. It reminds me that I must work harder to see that I'm not left behind. For the nonce, I will resume deciphering the Nemean tablets. Though they have yielded an immense quantity of information on the scholarly arts, I remain confident that they will contain an equally impressive wealth on tactical information.
Fairy has imparted you the knowledge of a new art. The Beast Within. Alka Zolka has an urgent request.
Raid, you must come with me at once. Another Tomberry has emerged from the Wanderer's Palace. A traveling peddler caught sight of the fiend and fled to Camp Bronze Lake. Once again, it falls to the Marauders Guild to find and slay it. This time, we'll hunt the Tomberry in greater numbers so that we might surround it and cut off all avenues of escape. I have not forgotten our previous attempt to slay one of the foul creatures. Nor have you, I trust. I have your assurances that you'll keep your fairy in line this time, yes? Then let us make for Bronze Lake at once. Our comrades have already departed, and I do not wish to fall behind. We will rendezvous with them at the same place we battled the first Tomberry. Thank the gods you have come, Raid. Any later and we might have had to proceed without you. The Tomberry appears to be in some sort of trance and is oblivious to our presence. Is everyone ready? Excellent. Remember, we must first surround the fiend. It cannot be allowed to flee.
My son, my dearest son, stay away. I cannot.
Damn it, not again! It seeks sanctuary inside the Wanderer's Palace. Come, let us follow and finish this once and for all. Do not dally, Raid. We need your magics.
So many.
Die. Die.
Okay, I can't go on. Did it escape?
Hey, where you going? What the heck? Oh. Ah! Oh, no. Kill that guy. There we go. There we go. Okay. That was a close one. Vengeance. Tomberry Wanderer uses everyone's grudge. Oh, rage! Ah, rancor! You don't. That's a little closer than I intended.
What? Again? Why do you protect this demon? Have you gone mad? That thing's a monster. It must be put down. There ain't ya. Lily, my son! Why are you here? Who has summoned you? The Nim is no more. 1,500 years. Can it truly be so? I was Saruto Karito, before the sickness from the sea transformed me. The traders, they were the first. As their ears and noses began to atrophy, limbs grew shorter, and their skin... We scholars tried to halt the spread, tried to find a cure, but in time, we too fell ill. Sympathy turned to fear, and fear to anger. Monsters, they called us. Abominations! Then you were once a man? They sealed the sick within the temple with magics, tried to drown us, tried to forget us. Though our bodies had been changed, our minds remained intact. But within every man lurks a beast. When those whom you call kin deny you, come to hate you and despise you. I, too, succumbed to the rancor, until you reunited me with Lily, my dearest son. Long has my mind been clouded with hatred, but by the resplendent light of Lily, at long last, I am free. I came expecting to fight one Tonberry, not a whole bloody mess of them. If it wasn't for you and your flying friend, I'd reckon we'd not have been left there alive. I gotta say, you and Elka make a great team. Shame there ain't more of you scholarly types around, 'cause I could use a partner like you. Take care, Raid.
So wait a bleeming moment. That Tonberry used to be a scholar like you. So, does that mean you'll turn into one of them that you keep slinging those spells? Or did I misunderstand what was he said back there? Hell was it?
I nearly killed him. Thank the gods that fairy stopped me. I wonder, did she know it was Sarito from the beginning, or was it only... In any case, she has regained a good portion of her memories, if not all of them, I suspect. Well, if you would excuse me, I need to take some time to put my thoughts in order and decide how I might explain this to the Axe Master. That traditions of my people have not been lost to the ages is a great comfort to me. I do not know how that soul crystal came into your possession, but I'm glad that it did, for the sickness robbed me of not only my body, but of Lily as well. The soul as a scholar no longer resonates with my aether. I cannot summon her. Only you can. Only you are fit to wield the magics now. Here, a gown that befits a scholar of your standing. I bequeath it to you, along with the knowledge of sacred soil, my most versatile art. I cannot thank you enough for purging the rancor from my heart, but there are still countless others whom yet to see the light. I cannot abandon them to their fate. I will not. And so I bid you farewell, Raid. Carry on our traditions with pride.
Saruto Kirito has bequeathed to you the knowledge of a new art.